I prefer Taffy with less hair because it means more 5-head. I miss my hair. I used to have really thick curly hair, man. I liked it a lot. I told you guys about the time that my hairdresser from back where I used to live in the little cow town of Jerome, Idaho said to me, right? I went back there to see her. Like, I grew up, right? And there's this woman named Sandy that used to cut my hair, and she was beautiful. And I used to go there, and it got like really awkward as I got older because she would like brush up against me and lean in to talk to me, and I would feel her like she had breast implants, and so I would feel her like rub and brush past me. And as like a 16 or a 17-year-old man, that's enough to drive you insane. And on top of the fact that she was just really nice to me. And so I used to love getting my hair cut, frankly. And I went back there in my 20s, and I was like, you know what? I've been around. I've seen a thing or two. You know, obviously I haven't been there in a while. The last time she saw me, I was a boy. Now I'm a man. And so I was all excited to go in and be like all suave and go into Sandy and be like, ladies. So I went in and I kind of cracked my first like, you know, hey ladies, how's everyone doing? It's a real pleasure to be back. And I thought I played it off pretty well. And I get into the chair and she's like, oh my God, Ryan, you've grown up so much. And I was like, this is already going really well. She's like, man, it is so good to see you. You've grown up so much. And I was like, I like where this is heading. And she stopped and she said, oh my God, where's your hair gone? You used to have such beautiful curls. Where? It's just gone. And it's like, let me guess. You'd rather be watching Coke Carnage. And then I walked off. I was so upset. It's like, you know what, Sandy, your boobs aren't as perky as I remember, but I didn't say anything because I'm a decent human being. Her boobs were fine. I was just being mean. I still get a little salt in the wound about that. Oh my God, Ryan, where did all your hair go? You used to have such beautiful curls. Hey Sandy, would you do me a small favor? Would you bury those scissors right where you can see my vein popping in my neck? You know what? You should probably go ahead and just lay down one of those hair tarps. I'm gonna bleed out. And I don't want you to have to deal with that. Oh, you guys will appreciate this. So last night, right, the boys all weekend have just been playing this shit out of Super Mario Odyssey, dude. Super Mario Odyssey. When they're not playing Super Mario Odyssey, they're telling me about what they saw on Super Mario Odyssey. If they're not telling me about what they're doing on Super Mario Odyssey, they're talking about what they're gonna do on Super Mario Odyssey. So last night, we had a fat lazy moment. We ordered pizza for dinner. Because Amber didn't really want to cook, and she was going to, but I was like, don't worry about it, baby. Let's just get a pizza. It's like, let's just get a pizza, and you know, I'll give pizza to the boys. She's looking into that, you know, the graduate programs, so she's taking these online seminars. So I take the boys and I sit them down, and I'm like, listen guys, you've been playing video games non-stop for like the last week since we got this Switch. I was like, you guys need to take a break. I was like, at the very least, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put on. I went on to BBC and I was like, hey, dude, there's a Planet Earth BBC special that it was like Africa, right? Like the Serengeti and the Congo and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, listen, at the very least, what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch something educational and beautiful, and you guys are gonna take a break and live in the real world for a split second. And so I put it on, and they sit down. They sit down in front of me with their little TV trays, and I'm sitting on the couch, and I was like, yeah, the elephants on the Serengeti, and there's apparently a very big drought that's happening in this episode. And the first thing they discuss is like, the elephants can't find anything to eat. The mothers are struggling to make milk. This mother has to stand idly by and watch her calf die. And then it's like 4 minutes of just like them filming this calf laid down on its side, just out, gone. And I'm sitting there and I've got both my boys sitting in front of me, pizza going up to their mouth. They're like, oh, look, it's a baby elephant. And all I can see is from the back is both of them very slowly, never taking their eyes off the TV screen, setting their pizza down, folding their hands in their laps, and just staring at the television. And then I look over at one point when as the calf draws its final breaths, and I see Bug go. I'm sitting back here, so I see Bug go.
This is the story of the newest denizen of the cave.
And then it goes to commercial and it was like, hey, do you need to refinance your car? And I was like, oh, fuck. We should have just stuck with Super Mario Odyssey. Ah, I'm the worst. Amber came in, she was like, so how's the boys' dinner going? And I was just like, well, and Grayson turns and goes, we watched a baby elephant die. And I was like, it's not wrong, it's accurate. Can you remember any funny stories from your time at Machinima, especially anything to do with the Nanner Man at Disney? Mostly the funny story with regards to Nanners at Disney is how he invited Rob and me to do it. Because the whole reason we went down there was that Rob and I wanted to get a merchandise line drawn up. It was a little diluted if you go back and you look at our actual stats, right? The big thing for us is that we were going down there and we were going to try to start like a line of passive aggression stuff drawn by Evan, where every time a guest came on the show, we would do like a shirt, or we'd do like a poster or something, and we'd have that be like, hey man, this is the thing that we made for your guys, you know, your favorite personality's visit to passive aggression. Maybe we can get a drop in here. And so, we wanted to, on top of other things, on top of just being seen and talking to people, we wanted to go down there and ask for people's permissions, and the people that we wanted to talk to were Sark and Nanners. And so, we took Nanners and his girlfriend to dinner. So, we went to Nanners, took him to dinner, we're like, hey, we're thinking about doing this thing. You know, we certainly wouldn't do anything without consulting you first. And his general take on it was, yeah, sure, man, of course. Like, he's like, you're not going to be moving, like, millions of units and making billions of dollars doing shirts like that. So I'm not really concerned about trying to take money out of your guys' pocket. But, you know, just always be transparent with me about, you know, how it's going to happen, and I'll be more than happy to work with you on it. Also, just know that if you cross me, I'm SeaNanners, and I'll destroy you. He was half smiling when he said it, which was the creepiest part. And he goes, like, we were standing there, and, like, Rob and I were sitting in stunned silence when that part came out, because it was really quietly aggressive. Like, it was very, like, he wasn't fucking around. Like, he was just like, just know that if you cross me and you screw me, I'm SeaNanners, and I will shit in your soul. And there's this long pause, and he broke the silence by going, hey, have you guys ever been to Disney? And we were like, no. And he's like, oh my god, let's go to Disney tomorrow. And we're like, we're supposed to go meet up with the guys from Gamer Shore, which was T. Martin and Jericho, and fucking Goldie. We're like, we're supposed to go meet up with those guys tomorrow. He's like, Trevor? Tucker? Yeah, hold on. He calls, I think he called Trevor. And he's like, hey, man, I heard you're supposed to meet up with the Mr. Wiffle's passive aggression guys tomorrow at your place. Yeah, scrap that. We're all going to Disney. Yeah. Oh, okay, we'll meet at the park at 10. I got a season pass. And then SeaNanners was my personal guide. Like, he oh shit, we haven't even done this fight. Cardboard box would be good. But yeah, he was our personal guide because he had a season pass to Disneyland, so he knew where all the bathrooms were. He knew where everything was that we were supposed to be looking for. And he was like a kid in a candy store. And all he asked was that we didn't take pictures of his girlfriend and upload them to social media because she was supposed to be at work at Machinima that day. So yeah, man, Nanners was just cool. He's no bullshit, no nonsense guy, but I mean, he was nice. I would like that everybody that I dealt with in any sort of business capacity was like him when it comes to like being no nonsense, transparent, no bullshit. You know, here are the rules if you're gonna play with me, and if you don't like it, then you can get shit on.